Hello, Hajin.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm also fine. I'm in St. Petersburg right now for the first professional championship, and you are still in Korea, right?
Yes, I'm so sad that I couldn't be there.
How is the weather in Korea right now?
It's mild. It's been very cold for a few days and then it warmed up a little bit, but I heard it to get cold again from tomorrow.
Okay, so let's see what the players here are doing. So we have something like 2 degrees here, so it's rather warm for St. Petersburg.
Yeah,
And
that's warmer than Seoul.
really, okay.
Yes.
So right now we have 2 games running, and we will look for a game between Mateusz Surma and Ilya Shikshin.
Yes. So should we see the game?
Please.
Already about 50 moves were played, and it seems like at the moment the whites group on the left side will be the important point of this game. But let's look at the game from the beginning. Is it okay? Are you following?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have any feeling because I feel like I'm talking to you on Skype and looking at the game myself.
You look very beautiful. You are seen. So it's
Oh.
good.
Thank you. So are you. Anyway, so Black played over here after this approach, and I'm not sure. I'm not following all the open development, but I haven't seen this. It's usually either Black comes over here right away, or approach here and White answers, and then extends either this one or that one.
Mhm.
I don't think it will make a big difference, but it was a little different.
Okay.
And then White came over here, and this was one of the old Joseki development over here. And you can see that Black is taking the 30-pin corner while Black has the influence. It has good combination with Black's corner enclosure on the upper left corner. And then White got Sente. I was thinking about this move actually, because usually this would be the right direction, but when Black came over here, the Black's area was in a really good shape. So I think White could also consider coming to the left side, no, right side right away. Something like this.
White could have done that already before the Joseki in the left upper corner.
White could, but usually when Black makes the one space jump enclosure on the corner, it's very normal to go to the upper side first,
Aha.
whether it's the invasion or the approach.
Okay.
So I thought that was okay, but then this one, I wasn't sure about the direction. I'm thinking maybe right side was better, like this, and then if Black comes here, White could exchange this one and come around like this.
And then Black is a little attacked.
Right. And then like attacking this Black, White can erase Black's potential on the upper side naturally. So that could have been one strategy, but White took here. Usually this would be the right direction.
So now Black should go on the right side, or should he immediately respond on f3, because this is a natural reaction to c10?
Now is the perfect time to go to the right side. Yes. And we can see that Black shape is quite good. And then White came over here. And this one was, yes, pretty surprising. I mean, Tekken is tempting place, I admit, but it's more common, I would say, to start from here.
Aha, I also like
I
this
would-
style actually. So Ilya likes to play similar moves than me. So I like this Hoshi move. It looks so very nice, like Moyo. And I never know exactly which point is the right one and fitting to the other moves in the future. So
Right. It's very difficult to tell often whether it's here or this one or that.
so we don't know. And that is why we try
Yes.
to do something solid from the right, you mean?
Yes, right. And then when black comes here, black can also make some influence over white's corner.
I see.
So
Okay.
if white answers like this, then black can develop like more concretely, I would say.
Okay. How did you choose this point then in the middle?
That was a random guess.
Okay.
It
Okay.
could have been here too.
Okay. All right.
Usually, the rule of thumb is to make an imaginary border between two ends of, for example, between F15 and P6, and then you would play somewhere in the middle.
Okay, I see. So somewhere on the line.
Right.
And may I ask
yes.
also another question?
Sure.
So I always wonder when to exchange R5 to S6. So sometimes you should exchange, sometimes you don't. So how to decide?
Yes, that's a good question. It's usually when you think black is too strong between R6 and Q10 that you don't have much to expect from like invading, because once you exchange this one, it's more difficult to invade than before. But the benefit of this exchange is that when black enters corner, then this exchange prevents black from taking all the corner like this. So it will be between, for example, it could be between this and that.
Aha, I see. Okay.
So if you're expecting black to come into the corner at any point, you want to exchange this one.
Okay, all right.
So black came over here, and then again white would usually come around here first, and then if black answers, white would do that. If black answers from here, white could start from somewhere here. That would be the normal instinct of any strong players. But white came over here, I believe.
I wanted to ask the same question. So if white goes
Yeah.
the way you have suggested, for me at least it would be obvious black closes at O10.
Nice.
And,
Yes.
and I don't see the profit after white goes to R8, because black still can go in the corner and black gets a lot on the top. That's my impression. So
Right, yes. So in this case, white's strategy is to reduce little by little. So white will try to get Sente here, and then go around here again,
okay.
and then somewhere around here, and then like white is trying to make it smaller and smaller each
And
time.
so I should be more patient, you want to say, yeah?
No, this is one way to reduce a big moyo. Another way is to just invade really deep.
Okay. And what has been done in a game, this is deep or just neither of both ways?
Yeah, it's somewhere in the between.
Okay. And if you have to invade inside, which point you would choose?
I would imagine somewhere here.
Aha, okay.
Yes. But then black might still try to surround like this. White can probably leave, but the question would be how well can white live inside? And then if black gets Sente, for example, let's suppose white is alive over here, but black has the Sente and all strong outside, then it won't be big enough for white. Because when black comes around here, the upper side would be still too big.
Mm-hmm.
So that means
And
over here.
do you think a
Yes.
combination would be possible? So first to reduce a little and later to invade, or is it maybe not such a good strategy because later black has too many stones, which makes life impossible inside?
Right, that's a very difficult question to answer.
Okay.
Yes, usually that's a hard balance to find.
So is
Well,
there any secret the professionals usually have how to decide what to do? Or you just have magic thinkings for the future?
So I would say that method depends on the player's style. Some players are more confident in living inside opponent's influence. In that case, they would risk more in invading like deep and then like get the result from there. But some players are more confident in endgame. Then they would prefer like reducing risk and make it a long game instead
Okay.
of yes.
Okay, so what happens next? So white plays on the line
Yes.
N10.
Right. White came over here and try to block right away. That's a very direct move. You don't see these moves very often in professional games. But I can feel that Ilya has very distinctive style of his own. Like he's very blunt, and I like it.
Okay, but I mean in the past Ilya has this style already for a while. He was
Yes.
quite successful with this way of playing.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I can see that he has really good reading and fighting skills, and his own like, very original style.
So he trusts in that, and that's why he attached. He want to cross cut and calculate.
Right.
Okay.
And white exchange this one. This is good exchange. It's like a probing move. If black blocks over here, white would attach from this side, and then see if white can live around here. I think it will be difficult to kill everything. So yes.
I was taught, as I was a 5Q,
Yeah.
if somebody attaches your stone just somewhere in the middle of nowhere,
Yes.
then you should always respond on the 4 places nearby. And so, of course, these 2 people are much stronger, but for me, I'm still in that mode that I want to answer immediately. So how can I come to the idea to try something else first?
Oh, you can. Oh, that's a very good question. So you can tanuki only when your stones are light. So the white stone on N10 is still light, but it's very difficult to say that, oh, don't worry about tanuking, you can always do that, but sometimes it's not true. Sometimes you have to answer immediately. So that was a very good question, and then I would say it's your decision whether the stone at stake is light enough.
I see. Hajin,
Yes.
we have maybe a very short break, so can you wait for 2 minutes?
Sure, of course.
Thank you very much. Hello Martin, nice to meet you.
Yeah, me too. I like to see you again.
So for everybody who doesn't know Martin, Martin is the Go president of the European Go Federation. Since when are you the president?
I am president since 2009.
2009.
So I have been vice president since 2003. I voted here in Petersburg at the European Congress in 2003, but since 2009 I'm president of the European Go Federation.
Okay, so you know a lot about the Go history in Europe. So what do you think, how did Go developed in Europe, and especially in the last years since you are the president?
Well, Go in Europe is on a very nice way up. So in the last years we had a lot of improvements. For example, we started also with a professional system, and with our own professionals we have a lot of cooperations with countries in Far East, but better and more than in the past. And we also see in some countries very young, strong players coming up. So in the combination with tournaments with China, with Japan and Korea, we see an improvement of the top players in Europe, so that we might have a chance to compete on the same level as players in Far East.
I see. So this is also why we have here the first European Professional Championship. What do you think? How is it going?
Yeah, I'm very happy that we can play, that we can hold this tournament here, with a big support of a sponsor and especially of the Russian Federation. It is again a milestone on European Go development, an own professional championship, not only tournaments for professionals, but a championship. So I'm very happy to see it running here, and all over it is a very nice environment here, and I'm very pleased to see what we will have in July.
In July
because
there's the
in
European
July
Go
we will have
Congress.
the European Go Congress, so I'm very interested in hotel and helping people and engaged Go players and managers and persons, so it's very nice.
Great, yes. So thank you very much, Martin.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Hajin.
Thank you.
Shall we
So-
continue? Yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
but before we continue, I had few questions about this tournament
Okay.
because I didn't do my homework. What is the prize money for the winner?
I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe we will have another break, then I can try to find out. But I don't
No,
know.
it's okay, it's okay. Maybe you can tell me about the players at the professional championship then.
So we have 5 players here. So one is Mateusz, one is Ilya, as you can see here in the game. Then we have Ali Jabarin. So he is currently having a 3 because we are an odd number of players. And on another game, we currently see 2 other players. Wait a second, I can show you maybe. So it's Alexandre Dinerchtein against Van Huy. And actually, Van Huy is doing very good. So he's on 3 wins. And it is already decided that he will be the winner of this professional tournament. And Alexander Dinerchtein unfortunately lost all 3 games up to now.
Oh, I see. Where's Pablo? Why isn't he in the tournament?
I would like to ask him, but he's not here, so I don't know.
I see. Well, what was the qualification to play this tournament? Do you have to live in Europe?
Yes, so we see because Van Huy is also playing, so he is a European and he is a professional, so he is allowed to play, same as Alexander Dinerchtein. And of course we have the new professionals and they are also allowed to play.
Right. So all professional players with European passport, was it like citizenship, were invited, and 5 players came.
Exactly.
I see. And then Van Huy is decided as a winner.
Already, yes. So this is the final game now.
Right.
And it's decided.
That's so amazing. I mean, isn't he older than the other players, like the new players?
I think the oldest is Alexandre, and we can't make really a rule out of it since he will probably be last of this tournament. So I guess either Van Huy is still a very young person, or maybe it has nothing to do with age. But maybe you can comment on your experience. So you are a professional for many years, and you see how the development of older professionals are.
No, I mean, like, the young players, they are very good. They are so strong, but I'm just amazed that Van Huy can still win. He must be still studying. He's in a shape.
He just got a kid, So, okay, now already 2 years ago. So maybe this inspires him a lot to give new power and think in new ways, maybe.
Yes. So anyway, I was just curious about these things. Let's look at the game.
Yes, please.
So White made this exchange over here in the corner. I think that was really good timing. And because there was still a room for White to live in the right side, Black chose to answer from the outside. And this answer leaves some Hajin in the corner. But at least it became more difficult for White to invade on the upper side.
What would be the following points? So if White wants to continue maybe later there, so where are the points?
The usual point is to try this one.
Aha.
And then White would exchange here, and then there is core. Like this. So White can also just come out here and then try this one. And if it be to C. But sometimes Black can come inside and then
the
White
cat has to work.
outside. So if it's not working for White, White should make a tiger mouse here and do a different code, right? If White doesn't want to live inside the corner,
and use the stone indirectly.
Yes. Right. So there are a few options.
Okay.
Exchanges like this. In the corner is not heavy.
Okay, so in case Black would have answered with R16, White would have immediately responded and continued in the corner. But with this response, he has time and he can continue later.
Right. Even with R16, it's not like White has to start right away, but I think White will start right away.
Okay.
Yes. Right. So let's see what happened in the actual game. Another attach. So we are seeing 3 attached stones of White.
So it's 2-1 for White now, right?
Yes.
So let's see who is winning. The one attaching most? Okay.
Yes. And then over here, this is a very interesting shape. And I think Black could also let this one to let White have this one at least. But Ilya is very strong.
Yeah,
so
he waited for the crosscut.
Yes, he has to cut. And then this was White's plan since White attached on R10. So White is doing this one and that and this one. So all these were center exchanges, and now is the important point, how to make a good shape. So the good news for White is that White has still many center moves, something like this and that. And then White could do around here. So White does have good shape, but the bad news is that White's group is very heavy. You can see that already there are so many stones, and also White's outside liberties are all filled. So it can be dangerous if White doesn't do very well here.
What about the Black influence, or can we call it influence, towards the bottom part? So there is also a cut at 0.8, but would you consider it to be really strong and therefore maybe not very good for White?
So yes, there are some weaknesses, but because White's group at the right side is very solid, Black probably doesn't need to worry too much about the center. I guess Black's concern would be that if White lives in this Black's influence, then Black won't have enough points left. When White has colors, White has 3 colors, right? And Komi.
So is it possible to get it back somehow with the strength Black won now?
Yes, right. Black will need to gain some points while attacking the White. So I would say this is crucial point of the game.
Okay, so what happened?
Yes, let's see. I'm curious too. So when we just started commentary, the game was about this stage, so I didn't see the later moves yet.
May I ask something about
Yes.
this locally? So you were suggesting Q13, which is threatening to capture R11,
Yes.
and there are many options which threaten to capture R11. So one is like S12, but it feels like the cut is still there and white has to come back. So for me, it looks like white lost the move. But this is probably very obvious. So what is the thinking behind? Because, of course, he saw that.
Yes. Very good question. Actually, the tiger mask would be my choice, but it seems like white didn't want black to push here. That would be the only explanation why white exchanged that first. So it could have been like this, but I wouldn't see why this is bad for white, because there is still this one space jump, and when white comes around here, white has plenty of I shape.
I see. Okay. So-
Also, in the actual game, after this exchange, white came over here, but actually white could come here without this exchange. If black doesn't answer, instead of blocking this one, white could come over here. And
Which-
then if black answers, white can block. So this could be much better like this.
I see. Mm-hmm.
And if black pushes here, white can extend, and this is good I shape for white. So I do agree that this block doesn't seem like a good move. But let's see what happened. So white came over here, black did that.
Is it still urgent for black to play R14? Is there some connection towards R17?
That is not to prevent the connection, but this is a vital point for reducing white's I shapes.
So, but if black would also play something around N15, then at the same time he makes a lot of territory compared to R14. So why he wants white to take all the territory?
I think that's because black is more interested in attacking than making territory.
Okay.
So yes, this would make bigger territory, but white would also leave very easily, like this. And this white is already alive. So I think black wanted to make sure that white doesn't leave too easily.
And by attacking, making still points at the top.
Yes. Also, after this one, there is this cut over here. And then white cannot capture because of this cut.
Nice. Okay.
So white has to connect from this side. And that can make white's shape really ugly. So white has to be careful with this weakness. And then white exchanged here and that. Oh, black did that right away.
Interesting.
Right. I wonder why this was so urgent. Black could just come over here also.
Maybe he likes to know how he responds and cannot wait.
Right, maybe. And also I keep feeling that Ilya really likes to cut anything. So maybe that's why. And white's this answer was a little strange. Usually white would answer around here or this one. So this one, my first worry would be this Atari. Oh, and black did that. Oh, okay.
Why we cannot cut?
Yes, I was expecting black to cut here.
R15 maybe? No.
So white can live in the corner. So maybe that's why. black can come out, but since it's white center, white can also leave. And of course, this wouldn't be good enough for black.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, I think this Atari exchange was not necessary. Maybe... Maybe something like that could be another option.
But the cut on R15 is crucial, no?
Right.
Ah, like
We
this.
do that. Yes, it's not very good. White is getting all the important points and center, so it's not good for black. So it seems like this cut was a little immature. Black should have come around here first. So after this one, oh no, black did that. White gained a few points in the corner, but white got center. Oh, this is a little small, or maybe it's okay. If white was more concerned about group, white could also do that. And although there is this cut, it's not very big at the moment.
But it's a short, it's a life, right?
This one?
Yes, so maybe he knows about Ilya's reading skills and maybe he was thinking there's something...
Yes. Right. And then there's this Hane. Oh, and he did Hane. So black still attacking this white's group. So now black could extend over here. And you can see that white only has one eye. But it will be difficult to kill because white's group is so big. And it's usually very difficult to capture a big
Is this a rule? If it's a big group, then you cannot capture, then I will always do it that way. Actually, my experience is all my big groups are captured and not the small ones.
Oh, really?
Okay. So I just need to reach a certain level and then I'm not getting captured anymore. I see, that's the trick. How to become strong. Okay.
Well, there are exceptions, of course. But this is another good way to surround white.
It's a nice squeeze.
Yes. So it seems like white's shape is squeezed. But white will live.
What do you think about the game? So, I mean, if white is really getting killed, probably black won. Or can white catch up at some point? Is that possible?
If it dies,
It's
You
over?
mean-
Yeah? Uh-huh.
it's absolutely over.
Okay. So
Well,
there's
I
no
think-
way. Mhm.
Yes.
And if it survives, is it then also kind of over already? Because white destroyed all potential also on the top. So there's nothing
let-
left.
Let me see. If white lives with destroying all black's potential on the upper side, black will be left with about 15 points on the upper corner and another 15 points on the right side, so that would be about 30 points. And black's thickness, we could count about 5 to 10 points. Let's say 10 points.
How
So
you
that
come
was
up with
about-
with these numbers? So it's just some experience and feeling, or are you somehow having drawing lines in your mind and you count with these lines?
That was very rough estimations.
So just feeling, right? So there's
Yes,
nothing like a
yes.
formula how to maybe count fast. Okay, I just try to get the secrets being a professional, but okay.
Right. I was mostly looking at the shape.
Aha.
For example, the right side, like I would draw imaginary lines like this, and then it looks like about 13 points,
Okay.
like this. But then because this is absolute minimum, I counted 15.
Okay.
Give it a little more advantage. And the same for the upper corner. And
I can
about
imagine. Yeah, and about the.
Yes.
Mhm.
10 points in the center was just a rough guess.
So, okay, it's not something like you count, okay, we have something like 8, 9 stones times 3 and 1 cut minus something, 10.
Yes, and then use the calculus and the equations.
That would be something. Okay.
Right. So if I look at the white's point, it will be about 10 points on the
Okay.
upper corner using mysterious calculus. And the lower corner, upper right and left, that would be about 10 each.
Wait. So on the lower left, I mean, this situation happens often, these free stones. How much points you said?
10.
On the lower left is 10?
Yes.
Aha. How? So you imagine a black group being invading and then 10 are left.
I'm talking about the white corner.
Yeah, me too. So left bottom.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So
Well,
there are
because
free stones. Uh-huh.
it's not concrete. I mean, it's not solid. It's wide open. So I'm giving about 10 points.
Aha. So this is what you should expect. Aha. Okay.
If white plays first, it will be more than 10 points.
Where would you
But-
play if you play first with white? Something like C5? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. And then you count how many?
If there were white stone here, I would say 20.
Okay.
So roughly 30 points plus the center groove is alive, so maybe about 3 points. So this is definitely half point
Okay.
game between 33 and 40 points.
Sounds brilliant. I would like to see it like that.
Anyway,
Okay.
so black came over here, now white has to leave, right?
Okay.
So let's see what white did.
So this is the actual game now.
Yes.
Okay.
And then white did that. Oh, the white's shape is so so bad.
Oh, if you connect there, then white has 2 eyes, no?
Yes, white does. White can capture these 2 stones.
But since black really likes to fight, why he cannot connect solidly on the other side? Is it possible?
I think it was possible. But maybe black was afraid that white would make a bigger eye shape.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Maybe it's not possible. Let me see. Because if white comes over here, black needs to connect this way. And then white can come out.
Uh-oh.
And black can do that. And black can capture these 3 stones. But this is Sente. And then white can do this. And it seems like it can become cool. But white has many code threads around here. So this wouldn't work for black.
So let's say white has not so many co-threads because of the corner. Would black try to get the co instead of being solid himself, or he wouldn't?
I would say it's still too risky. White can still easily leap like this.
Mm.
Worst case, white can leap. But but other than the corner, white still has code threads around here too, like this and that. So there are too many code threads.
Mm. So without any co-thread, you would play the co.
If I were black and white
Mhm.
had no code thread, absolutely no. And you could try, yes.
Okay, I see. Okay,
So black
that's why.
connect here.
Mhm.
White group looks like a key. Do you know what I mean? The key to a door.
Ah, I see. I understood something different. Okay.
This group.
Mhm.
Usually when a group is like this, we say dumpling. But
Mhm.
for dumpling, it has too long of a tail. So it looks more like a
A
key.
key. So it's a
Yeah.
key to win or a key
Yeah.
to lose. Hmm. And if black has to give white some life, anyway, so why he connects at K14 instead of trying to get center?
Oh, it is this. Oh, do you mean this connection? No.
No,
Do you
totally
mean-
center. Oh, it's center anyway. I see.
Ah, yes, yes.
Mhm.
Yes, it is center. White cannot tanuki here. That will be too dangerous.
Okay.
So where did white play? Oh, white played here. And then we did that. Oh, is that the actual game?
It seems
Yeah.
so. Mhm.
Mm.
Is it
So-
an attempt to get center maybe for white? So if
Wait. No, I totally misread something. I thought this was that for black because black has 3 liberties and white has 2. And if white harness, black can atari and hane,
T18.
and then like this. But it seems like white can extend here.
Uh-huh.
And
Has an eye.
black is dead. Black can try to make cool like this. And then if white takes this one, it will be cool. But actually white can tanuki here and come here. And that is not even a cool.
Wow.
So it seems like we captured these 4 stones.
Can black play a tanuki like T16? So if this is the vital point for white, maybe it's also a vital point for black?
Like this.
No, so white already play S16.
Ah, okay. Yes.
And you showed that the vital point now for black.
Here?
Uh-huh. So there is
Ah.
this rule, right? If this is the vital point for
Yes.
white, so we try it for black, maybe?
Right. Good point. That this will be cool. And this is dead. White is dead. Yes, seems like this is the best move. So
And it's
white
cool.
will-
Mm-hmm.
White will have to do that, and it's cool. Yes. Right. Good point.
Oh, and what is about black T14?
T14 here.
Mm-hmm. Threatens to connect at T12, maybe?
Yes. And still cool.
And now T17, maybe instead of T16, is it working?
No, it's
Ah, I see.
Mm,
Okay.
right. So this seems like this is the best move.
Mm.
Where did we play? Wait, is this the actual game? No. What is the actual game?
Maybe it's the point where they are right now? I don't know.
Let me see. I can go here. Oh, it seems like black didn't play yet at this point. Wait, where did I go? Right. So if black loses these 4 stones, I would say the game is quite good for white.
But
Because
not over
that-
yet.
Right, not over yet.
Mhm.
But white's gain is really big. But black has this thickness in the center, and black can still start anew.
Aha.
But there will be a lot of catch up.
But this is Ilya's style, right? So, do you know about Mateusz's style?
It seems like his style is like a nice guy.
He is a nice guy. I like him a lot. Really.
Yes. He
Mhm.
plays like nice guy.
Okay.
And Ilya plays like a bad boy.
Ooh.
But sometimes girls like bad boys.
Sometimes they are successful, of course.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
So they are, I would say they have very opposite style.
Which makes it even more interesting then.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
It seems like black has been too violent on the on the right side, and the result is not very good.
Mm.
Even the core wouldn't be good for black. But that's still better than just losing the 4 stones, so black should start the core. I wonder if he played at this point.
I think it's not played yet.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah. So we will see what happens next.
Yes.
Shall we have a look for the other game meanwhile?
Yes, let's look at the other game.
So
The other
the game again between Van Huy
Mm-hmm.
and Alexandre Dinerchtein.
Yes. Do I have the control over here?
Ah, sorry. So now. Hmm.
Ah, yes. So let's see. Alex is white, Van Huy is black. And just by looking at the game, it seems like black is ahead. Just by feeling. Let's count quickly.
Please count loudly for me.
Yes. So white right side has 6 points, and the upper corner, right upper corner, has also 6 points, including the 1 stone that white took.
Hmm.
That's 12. And the lower left corner has 14. No, wait. Yes, 15. Has 15, including the 1 stone that white took. So that's 27. And the upper left corner would be about 10. And also there is about 5. About 5 in the center. So 15 and 30, 42. Is that correct? Yes, 42. 27 plus 15. So white has 42, and black has on the upper side about 10 to 14, 15 points, about 15, and about 2 points on the left side, so that's 17. And all the rest is the lower side connected to the center, and that would be about 6, 10, 19, 20, 24, 26, 36, 42. About 42. So that is... Oh, so black is ahead by about 17 points.
So 42 is always the answer, right?
Yes.
Okay.
42 is the answer to everything.
Yes. By the way, we also broadcast on YouTube, and there is not really a question about the game so far, but one comment saying, "Oh, she's so sweet."
Oh, it's about you, I think.
I doubt it.
Manja, why don't you introduce yourself it's your debut as a commentator.
Actually, it's true. Yeah, it's my first time. I am quite nervous, and even I mean, especially talking to you. You are, I think, getting so very famous nowadays in Europe by all your YouTube videos. And I also watched a lot of them, not all of them. Unfortunately, I don't have time to watch all of them. But yeah, so I'm really proud of that. So thank you very much.
But you didn't tell me about yourself. I mean, I know personally a little about you, but maybe some of the audience doesn't know.
Aha, okay. So I play Go since 2003, and then I became quite fast strong. But I also were very lucky to get my first kit, and with that time I didn't improve anymore, so, or just little by little. So I'm not sure if the Van Hui having a child theory is always correct, maybe only for males, I don't know. And yes, and since then I play very regularly tournaments still, but mostly for championships because I don't have too much time left.
No.
And yes, I was also really lucky to participate sometimes in Asia and representing Europe, but there I'm not very successful, so I have to learn really a lot. So.
Oh, but you're still very strong.
I think the new generation is getting stronger and stronger, so I enjoy the moment for now. And then I'm getting naturally a grandma. It's okay.
Oh, but you're not grandma, right?
Not yet. Would be a bit early.
One day.
Yes, I hope so.
So are you playing in this tournament also?
In this tournament I'm not playing because I'm not a professional, but we have also a side tournament which is actually quite large, something like 200 players from Russia mostly. And
how many players again?
I think about 200. I heard about 200.
200 players. That's really big.
That's what I heard, at least, yeah. And it's well organized. It's nice. So one reason being here is actually to check a little for the European Go Congress, which takes place this year in St. Petersburg, how the organizers are, how Russia maybe changed since 2003. So the Congress 2003 was maybe, let's say, interesting. And so I wanted to see how Russia changed, how the organizers changed, and so on. And I'm really totally surprised. It changed a good. I mean, you still see something outside old houses at some points, but it changed also a lot. And people are much more friendly. So I try to speak a lot in English to a lot of people now here, and I'm quite successful. So if you take more the younger people, they can speak and they are so friendly and help you even if they don't speak. So I'm surprised and I'm happy to be here. Yes.
So do you think the Congress would be nice in summer?
I am surprised, but I think yes, it will be good. Yes. Really, I mean, I love the congresses a lot anyway. So, but I think it has very good potential. So I also visited the hotel where the congress takes place, and this hotel is super cool. Really, it's really nice. I like this hotel really a lot. But yeah, let's see. Are you coming to the congress?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think that would be very cool though.
By the way, now people started to ask questions on YouTube.
Yes.
So somebody asking, why can't I see the actual game on KGS? Actually, since the control is by somebody else broadcasting, you need to look into the English game room and look for the nick PROF SPB. Prof, like professional, PROF, and then SPB. And there you find the cloned game of what we are talking about now. Okay.
Yes.
So there are two games open, so both of them are open.
By the way, I just opened the Ilya's game, Ilya and Mateusz.
So let me go back. Okay.
And then I saw that Black had really interesting move prepared. Do you see?
can you go back to the move where we have been? Mhm.
Yes. So here, if black exchanges this one first, then it's cool. But when black came over here first, white couldn't block here because then black would come out and the capturing race is in black's favor. So white has to block from this way and black could connect to this side because this one is center
Mm.
and now it's connected. So it's very interesting development. But the problem is that white can live in the corner like
Yeah.
this.
So would you prefer as black the co, or would you prefer the connection?
Good question. I think co would have been better
Okay. So why?
because
It's too less territory, but it's more risky.
right. Because if black it's figured. If black does co, one problem for white is that if white's co-thread is not related to this group, then black will definitely take this one and white has to come back to leave. So white's co-thread is limited to anything related to the group, something like this one. So that means the co-white has some risk to white as well. And of course black will be making co-threads like this one. And if black can do like this, then black can recover quite a bit.
But the upper side is living afterwards. Sorry. Something
the
like
upper side
N18?
can, yeah, it can live, although it will be very painful. It will be only 2 eyes, but still it won't die.
Okay.
But when black connects, although black can live by connecting, there is no risk for white. So after this one, black will have to connect and then white will live. And the corner is all gone.
So what happened
So-
then in the actual game?
Yes, let's see the actual game. So white-handed, which is basically the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then white did that, and that, and that.
Oh, wait. So what happened if white does not capture at M14, but he played M15? Maybe
Yes,
the fight
that-
continues? Ah, no. I see.
That was a better way to live, it seems. So capturing would give white more points, but it also gives black more points on the upper side. But this one space jump, although black can save these 2 stones, white can also reduce black's upper side. And white can always come back to leave. So that was better in terms of points.
Mm-hmm.
And then black came over here because it's big point. And then white answered to the side.
Why is it bigger than the corner on the left?
This would be also a good answer. I'm not quite sure why white answered to the side. It's probably because white was conscious about black's center influence. And the game is good for white at the moment. Black has some territory on the right side and a little bit on the center, but that's just not enough. White has the corner and Komi and the lower side. So black has a lot to catch up. Let's go back to the Fanhui game actually.
Okay. Here we are.
So right now I am very sure black is going to win, but let's see where the game was decided from the beginning. So very basic Joseki from the beginning, and did that. Wow, black played very thick opening from the beginning, but also slow. I did that. That. Yes. Oh. I don't understand this exchange.
So
Not
black.
sure if that was necessary.
So by this exchange, black gets stronger and white played basically in the second line. But maybe he
Right.
calculated, so maybe black S13 is center?
It is Sunday, but not if white is outside. For example, white can go out by playing somewhere around here. And then this wouldn't be Sunday as long as white is outside. Also, even if it was Sunday, because of this pip, it doesn't give much point to black. So white has nothing to worry about. So this exchange was a little bad, not too terrible, but
Are there followings from there? There's this cat, and
that will be too small.
for now.
There is cut, yes, but like this, it will be too small. But because of this tiger mouse, black shape is much better.
Yes.
Oh wait, is this the actual game? Let me see. There are different trees. Yes, this is the actual game. White came over here. Then did that. Maybe white's coming over here, and this one, these two moves were a little too slow.
Maybe the idea is to completely destroy the influence, but not going too close to the wall.
But now that I'm looking at the game, it seems like black shape is too good already. Don't you think? On the right side, it's so solid.
I would also prefer black, but I think white has a plan, but I don't see it. So maybe what would be your plan, being white?
So white needs to be more aggressive, something like this. And then if black answers like this, of course black wouldn't answer like this. It will be too submissive. But something like this would help a lot.
So he builds up at the same time an own possible territory compared to the game where this is not possible.
Yes. But this is just such a flawless war. White shouldn't have let this happen. Maybe this is the right time to reduce before black comes over here.
So there is still an entrance, and that's why...
Yes. Right. Yes, I think this was the perfect timing. If black comes around here, white can reduce.
Extra move, yes. But let's assume that he answers the same way as in the previous variation.
I have a different move here.
All right.
Previous was this one.
Sorry.
And then
yes.
like that. No problem. I'm saying this was better timing because it will be difficult for black to attack this stone strongly. since white has the hane over here.
Which can be cut.
Right. It's a really huge difference whether there's a black stone here or not. Like at this point, it will be very difficult to save this one stone because black's influence is so strong. But imagine white can play on O5. That will make big difference. So I would say white's losing point was to miss this opportunity.
I see.
And after this one, white couldn't be too aggressive, although I think white needed to. But white came over here and that. And now it's like white's not ahead in points, but black has so much more thickness. This kind of game is very painful for white. But white is so busy. White has to make territories, white has to reduce, white has to take care of the group in the center. And in the meantime, black is just taking points everywhere. So, let's see, did that. And black made some more points on the upper side.
Wow.
It seems like white was trying to reduce, to make something happen. But it wasn't too fruitful because black still got to make the territory. And let's see, after this exchange, connected. So when black connect here, I would say it's a very difficult game for white. Because black doesn't have any weakness. Black doesn't have a weak group. And black's territory on the lower side is too big.
I see.
So yeah, I would say this game is a typical example of having a bad opening. And
Too sad. Actually, we have also prepared an interview with Alexandre Dinerchtein, which I would like to put in here.
Okay, yes,
Okay.
let's see the interview, yes.
Yes. Hello, Sasha.
Yes, hello, Manja.
I'm very happy to be here and to meet you. And I would like to introduce you to our audience, okay?
Yeah, so I'm Alexandre Dinerchtein from Russia. I'm playing Go for almost 30 years from now. So I played a lot of tournaments, and this is probably the most difficult tournament in my life. I lost all of my games. This was really terrible.
So you became professional when?
About 15 years ago in South Korea.
So you have been one-dan professional and you were promoted to three-dan professional?
Yes, few years ago.
Okay. And so now officially you are a three-dan professional and the other ones are just young one-dan professionals. So how does it feel then?
Yes, but I'm the oldest one this time. And we have big difference, maybe about 10 years difference with other players. And yesterday we played 3 rounds during during one day, so it was really difficult for me. And at least in my last game, it was. I think I played well, but I was too tired in Yose, so I misread and I lost terrible position.
So the most difficult comes from the marathon you have during the time.
Yes.
And what about the games?
About my games. So I think my first 2 games were not so good, and I lost because my opponents were clearly stronger than me. I agree, I study Go a lot, and I am only, how can I say, I am trying to make Go more popular in my country, so I have a lot of work with Facebook, with YouTube, and with Twitter, with a lot of Go related, but I have not enough time to review professional games, to study live and dev every day. So, and if you if you don't do it, you cannot stay on top level for a long time.
Okay, so how do you think about AlphaGo? So we just learned that AlphaGo is now starting to compete maybe with professionals. So do you think they can become also professional level, and how would you play against them?
I'm almost sure that Lichidol, he will easily win all of his games. But maybe in few years it will be really difficult for human to beat computers.
What do you think about you? Would you win against AlphaGo right now?
I never played any... I played some computer progress maybe 10 years ago. I played many phases of Go on 35 stones handicap. At that time it was easy. But nowadays must be difficult, but I would like to try one day.
Okay, so this is... so in this professional championship you have still one game left, right?
Yes, with Fanhui.
Okay, so how do you think about that? What is your plan?
I will play like AlphaGo.
Like AlphaGo,
Yeah.
okay, right. Then I wish you very good luck.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Of course, yes. There's no going back. Once you start, you have to continue.
Yes, so you saw he tried to play as AlphaGo. So would you think he succeeded in his plan?
Are you back?
Yeah.
Okay. No. He may have tried, but I don't think he succeeded.
Actually, my impression being an amateur from AlphaGo was AlphaGo really took really care about the center and influence a lot. So, and then made out of nothing something. That was my impression. So maybe this is the secret to really become strong.
When making influence and getting nothing out of it wouldn't be a strategy.
Right.
But playing like AlphaGo could be a good strategy, I think, because AlphaGo was pretty solid in his games with Fanhui.
All right. So I would like to ask you. So if you have a bad start in a game, what are you doing? You just resign then, or you try something?
Well, usually I wouldn't resign until I would think there is absolutely no chance. So in this case, although white is quite behind, if I were white, I would still play because there are certain areas wide open. And my style is to try to catch up like little by little, like 1 point per move, for example. But it usually doesn't work.
So I see. Maybe this is the difference between Asians and Europeans. So if I feel behind, I really try a lot, and then I get crazy by that. So people always tell me, "Oh, if you would have played normal, maybe you have a chance." But like this, trying a lot here and there, then maybe it's not so successful. So
Right. But if you're playing against AlphaGo, I think you might succeed.
But I mean, between professionals, you always try to get ahead little by little. And if you really fall back so much, how can this be a strategy really winning a game finally? Because otherwise you would win in a normal game also with many, many points. So.
Right. So that's the difficult point.
Okay, so you try to make it little by little, but always a little more risky than in normal games, I guess.
Right.
Something
I guess
like
you
this?
will have to do that, yes.
Uh-huh.
Although it's easier said than done.
Of course.
Right. Anyway, in this game, I feel that white made a few mistakes in the opening, and there was no chance to catch up or no chance to recover from that.
So shall we have a very small look for the first moves where he played so often on the second line, if there would have been maybe
Yes.
alternative ways?
Right. So we can go back a little farther. Okay, so once black came over here, white needs to connect. And then it's not bad. It's commonly played sequence
Aha.
up to this point. And I would say this is not bad for white. On the contrary, I could say it looks a little slow for black because white got Sente.
Actually, I prefer black already here because, seeing white being on the second line so often would make me at least happy, and that is already something.
Yes, the point would be how much black can make or how much black can get from the center, because black made this influence by taking his turn. It was his turn and now it's white's turn.
Aha.
So point would be that, and it's often very difficult to make something out of small influence in the center. It's not impossible, but it's very tricky.
So with slow you mean he lost center.
Yes,
Aha.
right.
And what about the cut at Q10? Is it also something you feel to become maybe problematic or something?
The cut wouldn't be a problem, but white could keep. That could be a problem. White wouldn't want to connect because that would make an ugly shape. But also, if white gets to cut, black will have two baseless groups.
Mm.
So that could be a little problem.
Okay. So what would be the follow-up from here? So you say this is kind of normal sequence.
Yes.
So what would be the continuation?
So white took the left side, which is good. And this is Sente. So white should push. So this is correct move.
Okay.
The wrong move was this one. It's really not necessary. It's only making the black shape better. White could peep from this side, for example. But after this exchange, black shape is so much better, and this exchange wouldn't mean much after this.
Mm.
So that was a mistake. But a bigger mistake was to take this corner.
Mm. But it's a big corner, right?
It is big corner, but it was very urgent to reduce black's influence now.
So you need to use your center. Mm.
Yes, right. White should have come around here on this side. Whether it's this one, or that one, or even the Hane.
Mm. So it basically doesn't matter where you go, because you are still open from the right lower side and also from the
Right.
left. But it is important to do it now.
Yes, yes. It's important to do it before black comes here.
So now this door is closed, and so there's just one thing.
Yes. And now it's all connected, and it's very solid.
Mm.
And even now, white should have been more aggressive.
Mm.
So
So maybe you can also explain me this Keima in the middle. So
Yes.
I don't know. I
Yes.
don't know about many things, but it looks strange to me. So maybe there
I
is
agree.
some professional game or something where it has been played in a similar situation, or why you would prefer a Keima instead of an Ikentobi, or to close up at F7 or something. I don't know.
F7 could be a little thin.
So it's two. So there we have an O-Gamer and Nikentobi, so it's cuttable.
Like this, it could be a little thin. And
Okay.
because black is so strong on the right side, it's white cannot do the ladder. And if white extends, black would come something like that. And it will be difficult to save these two stones.
I see. And what about, so if we cannot connect, so what about an Ikentobi instead of an Keima?
Which one?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Or the
So this would have been my choice actually. But no, the general question I wanted to ask is, so
Yes.
if we want to reduce something and we don't take care too much about the shapes are already on the board, I would have
Yes.
always preferred an ikentobi instead of a keima. Can we generalize it like this, or it's never like that? So if I want to play
I'm not familiar with the term you're using.
So what about J9, for example? It's very similar to K9.
One space jump.
Yes, ikentobi.
Yes.
Sorry.
I'm serious. I sometimes forget about the Japanese terms.
Sorry.
No, my bad. Anyway, it's very difficult to generalize which is better. Usually, one space jump is more solid than knight's move, but knight's move can generate more elastic eye shape.
So that's why.
So for example, one space jump can easily become a stick, and that doesn't have like a rich shape. But when you see the knight's move, as long as your opponent cannot cut, it has like more shapes inside.
I see. That's why he chooses keima. Okay,
Yes.
nice.
But white should have chosen this schema, I think. The other one was too slow. White could do these exchanges and maybe do even that. I'm not sure what would be the best way, but white should be more tight.
And black has to answer on fourth line. I feel it's maybe good, successful white. So maybe black can.
White
Exactly.
doesn't have an answer, but then white can reduce black's territory.
So both is possible, or
So I think black will probably answer.
okay.
Then after that, white can come somewhere here. For example, this would be a better shape than having one knight's move around here. And then because the two white stones were still weak, when black came in, white could not take this stone very much. So that's why white just let black go. And after that, white had to come back like this. This jump could have been something like this. Would have been better.
And does white has any time to play maybe on the left side first, because then he has a lot of points on the left, and if living only with
Yes.
two eyes.
True, yes. It's very big, but this attack would be painful.
And it's so serious, so you cannot run out anymore or something, that you need to keep playing in the middle.
You could fight, but it will be very painful. And even if you don't die anywhere while being attacked, black will make quite a few points on the center, on the right side center and the upper side. So it won't be worth to play on d8. Because
So it will be
d8
enough.
d8 is about 10 plus points. It's very solid 10 points. But black can easily gain that by attacking the white group.
Okay.
But this answer was a little too slow.
So is there any possibility to give the Atari of the L5 stone from the other side, or why he never wanted to play this Atari?
I think he could do it anytime.
That's why.
Yes.
Okay.
But I guess he didn't think it was necessary.
Mm-hmm.
So black connected here. the upper side. Right. So, yeah, it seems like the game is just not going well for white.
Hmm. Okay, so this game is finally decided now. So did you have a look for the current status?
No, let's see. Let's go back. Oh, it's almost over. Is it over? Or are they still playing?
I don't know. I can't see it from here.
So we can see that since then, not much have changed. We can still recognize all the borders.
Mm.
And then, if my counting wasn't too bad, Black was ahead about 15 points before Komi. Let me check again. Black has 19, 28, 36, 43, 46, 51, 55, 60, 63. Black has about 63 points, and white has 10, 13, 17, 21, 25, 27, 29, 38, 48. White has about 48, and black had about 63.
Mm.
So exactly 15 points.
You are really amazing. Okay.
But I may be
Hajin? Can you still hear me? We just lost the Skype connection for a second.
Hello.
I heard some hello.
Yes. It seems like the connection is...
Mm-hmm. Maybe now you are back.
Yes, it seems so.
But
So I would say finally one.
okay.
Should we go back to Ilya and Mateusz game?
Yes, but actually I cannot hear you the normal way. So
Okay.
you are understandable, but like
Yeah,
a robot actually.
Oh.
So I switched my screen meanwhile to the other game of Mateusz and Ilya, and I hope the Skype can be fixed meanwhile. So shall we continue? I mean, you are understandable, but let's see.
Okay. Is it better now?
Actually, no. Wait a second.
Okay, sure.
Can you help me, please? Wait a second.
Yes.
So we just put in a small picture. So welcome back. So we fixed our Skype problem, and somebody on
Hey.
YouTube was just commenting, Hajin has turned into AlphaGo now. So
I wish. Yeah, I wish I could play as well as AlphaGo does.
okay, shall we go back to the moment where we have been last time?
Yes, let's go back to the Ilya and Mateusz game.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And it seems like they are having a serious fight on the lower side.
Mm.
But maybe we can go back a bit and see what happened.
Yes, I want to know what happened.
Yes.
I think we stopped at C8, maybe?
Yes,
Mhm.
we did.
Okay.
So black came in, and because black is so strong in the center, white has to first take care of the two stones.
Mm-hmm.
That's why white jumped. And these are black center exchanges. And black came over here. Usually white would exchange these two as well. But
Mm.
in this situation, this exchange would have black attacking the white's group. So white skipped this exchange and came over here. Of course, black got to exchange this one, but that was a small sacrifice that white had to take.
Ah,
And
why B18
Yes.
instead of B17? So in terms of points, it's better?
it's difficult to say. Later at the end game, when black has A16 in center, it can make some problem.
For the group on
Yes.
B14.
So although in point this could be slightly better, I would say this is safer choice.
And now A16 is not center anymore.
Right, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even before it wasn't like
Yes, it wasn't center as well. But
center, right, but in the end game, it
Mm.
can make some magic.
mm-hmm.
So I did that. And black exchanged this one. I imagine these were because of Ryomi.
Oh.
And this corner was pretty big, R3. So black is trying to catch up little by little. And then white exchanged the cut, came over there. Wow, this is a strong move. Usually when there's a white stone over here, black would give up on the one stone on D11. But black came over here.
So he's so strong, he want to use it. But usually you give it up because you are afraid of white playing F11, right? Or something
Right,
like this.
something
Uh-huh.
around here. But black can actually do this one. And if white cuts, black can connect.
Wow,
Because white cannot
I
cut.
see. Ah.
And then if white cannot cut here, that means black can connect.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very sharp.
So what about an empty triangle? So I'm always a fan of empty triangles. So if you go forward, so white E11, C12, and now an empty triangle instead.
That may be attached over here. And if white connects, black can exchange these. And wait, I thought black could do this, but actually black can't. So let's go back. Oh, okay, there's a simple way. Black should block here, and then there is this cut. This. And it's Miyai. Black is connected.
Hmm.
So black's this move was very sharp, and white cannot play in the center. So that's why white answered.
And what about attacking the lower group? I mean, the lower group is also not entirely alive. Maybe white can respond on c12 like c9, threatening maybe something on the lower side and connecting meanwhile.
This one.
After the exchange of e11.
After the exchange, yes. I think white would have done that in the actual game.
Okay.
Or somewhere after these exchanges, yes. So eventually white did that. I wonder if there was any better thing white could do. Like for example, this shape is very good if white could make it. This would have been better shape than the actual game. So white did that. This was sharp. So got to connect.
Wow. Okay. What a fight.
Yes.
Cool.
So black is very seriously attacking white group. So white has only half eye on the right side.
Left side.
Oh yes, left side. On the left side. And what has to make one center eye in the center. So white is making the eye shape. In the meantime, black is reducing white's point. So now black is really recovering from the damage. So white had some shapes of territory on the lower side and lower left corner and a little bit on the left side. But now left side territory is almost gone completely. Lower left corner is pretty small and the lower side is also very small. So when you're split, when your territory is split like this, like the white's territory now, there is a risk that your point is not big enough to cover one big opponent's territory. In this case, that would be the right side one.
So previously you were counting in the beginning, as we had nothing in the left lower corner, that it is something like 10 points, which turns out to be like it now.
Yes.
So it just happened like this. But now you say the crucial point is h3 by splitting the white stones. So if this is so crucial and it's so important for white to play there, does white has any chance to play there before? So something like maybe.
Yes, like now. Right?
Maybe.
White could have tried, I think. It seems a little dangerous, but again, it's a big group. It wouldn't die. It could die actually. I shouldn't die. Still, black gain very good shape in the center, and if black gets to surround in center and get around here, then it's possible that black will make even bigger points than what white got on the lower side. So it's difficult because white's group was still weak on the left side. It was a proper move for white to answer. I would say something didn't go right before on the left side.
May I ask before that a little different? So it's about h9.
Yes.
So for me at least it's always the questions when to make a two-step jump and when to make a one-step jump.
Yes.
And so I used to play always the two-step jump, but then Katalin told me you try to be faster, but then you have to come back at some point and you invest 2 stones instead of 1 stone, and then you are actually slower than playing 1 stone. And in this game it's similar, so black responds and white plays a 2nd stone, so maybe altogether it's slower but better in shape. So how to decide?
Yes. So when you decide whether you want to do one space jump or 2 space jump, or just the knight's move or the large knight's move, the first thing to ask is whether you will have to come back or not. Just as Katalin pointed out, if there is any risk that you will have to come back to secure your shape, then it's probably better to make a smaller shape in the beginning and go up front. But when you are increasing your moyo, or in the area where you're strong, or there is this reason to be faster, then you should do the bigger one.
I see. So it's not decided yet who's really winning this game, right? Because people are already very curious who will win. They want to know already now from you.
Sure, yes. So let's go quickly.
Okay.
So in this case, even if white comes over here, when black here, white will still need to come back.
Aha.
So if you need to come back anyway, then you wanna have a little more. So let's see the actual game. Did that. And when black came over here, if white answers normally like this, then I think white wouldn't have enough territory. So this is time that white has to fight back.
So he has to cut?
Yes, so he had to cut. And then... So at this point it doesn't matter whether it works or not, because even if it doesn't work, white will still have to try. And then...
This is the actual game now, right?
Yes, it's the actual game. Now, if white leaves, white will win. And if white dies and lose.
Okay.
So let's see. It's a good news because I don't need to count.
Okay.
But it seems very dangerous. White has only half point on the side, and there's no point in the center yet. What? I think it's a click miss. Yes. Has to be here. And... Oh, okay, so at this black didn't play yet. Black has to come over here. And white can make one eye. Black has to take eye out. And can white leave after this?
Now I wish I would have played b17 being white.
B17.
No.
Ah!
Okay.
That makes sense. Actually, that could have been better now that you mentioned it. If there's a white stone on B18,
You lost.
should black do that? Is it the one? No, I can still make one eye.
I just hear the game is over.
Is it that? No, what happened?
I think white resigned.
Oh, white resigned. Okay. Yeah, it seems like it's pretty dead.
What?
It's still running. Then
The game is still being played,
Oh,
but
I have... Yeah, so maybe I shocked some people. This is always good in movies, you know. And so I tried to do it here as well. But no. So the game is still running. So
Yeah, that was false
but if anything,
information.
black would resign.
sorry.
Oh, wait. It's total. I'm really sorry, but I made a mistake. White is alive.
Aha.
My bad.
I think we are a good team in making people Crazy.
Yes. So I kept thinking that white had only half an eye on the left side, but it was actually one eye. Because if black comes over here, then white's this diagonal move is sende, and white can make one eye. So because of that, black has to play either this one or that one. And I was thinking this would make it no eye, but actually black can't do that because white would do this. And there's this honey.
Aha.
Right, so white is alive. Even if black comes the knight's move
Mm-hmm.
over here, white can still attach and throw in here,
Oh,
and now it's alive.
it's so beautiful.
Right.
Wow.
So if anyone resigned, that would be black. Because white is alive, and with the two stones on the lower side, it's probably difficult for black to catch up.
Mm. Wow.
Let's see if... Yeah, this is the actual game. So now white is alive and black is trying to gain some points in the end game.
That's where we are right now. So, what would you do now?
White would probably extend, and black can do this end game, but white can connect. So this is a little bothersome. I wonder if white should honey instead. I guess this could be better. So let's see if this is the situation. White has 7, 9, 10, 15, 17, 20, 33, and 35, 36, about 47, 48.
Mm.
And black has about 13, 14, and here is a so 18, 20, and 30, 35, 40, 46, 47, 48. So black could make 50, but because white had already about 48, it will be very difficult to pay the komi
Mm.
back.
Right. By the way, Van Hui just jumped in this room, so I guess they have finished. Mm-hmm.
Yes, he probably won, right?
I didn't talk to him, so I guess so. Mm-hmm. So, is there anything Black can do right now? So, I mean, he is also very good at counting, as far as I know.
I see, yes. So I would say this game is slightly ahead by white, but we will have to see the end game.
Oh, did you know? If Mateusz will win, then Ali, Ilya, and Mateusz will play an additional game for deciding 2 to 4th place.
Oh,
I didn't know.
I see. Ah, so Ilya really wants to win this game.
I guess so. Mm-hmm.
Do you know if there is a prize money for second place?
Actually, I just asked right now.
Yes.
And my handwriting was not good enough, so it couldn't be read. So the question is, what is the prize money for the tournament?
First prize is 1,000 euro.
First prize is 1,000 euro.
And 800.
Then 800 for second.
600.
600 for third.
And the main prize is the ticket to In Cup and German Cup.
But the most important thing is that the main prize is a ticket to In Cup and Julang Cup.
Wow, that's awesome. So if you win this tournament, you're going to play it in cup.
It seems so amazing, huh?
That is really amazing. Oh, I would love to play that tournament.
So why you don't?
In cup is only once every 4 years, and it has the largest prize money among professional
So
tournaments.
if it's just all 4 years, it means In Cup is something like Olympic Games, right?
Yes, it's
Wow.
like Olympic Games for
Okay.
professional players.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and it's also the oldest tournament, so it has some prestige.
What means the oldest? Do we know when the first tournament has been?
Yes, 1988.
That was the first tournament ever?
Yes, yes.
Ooh, really? So,
Yes.
okay, so I didn't know. Cool.
And since the first one, prize money was 400,000 US dollars
Mm-hmm.
in 1988. Can you
Already?
imagine?
So how,
I mean-
what is it? Mm-hmm.
So the winner of the first tournament was Korean player Cho Hyun,
Uh-huh.
and that money was such a huge amount in South Korea at the time because we were still developing that like the player got to have his car parade from the airport to Korea Volleyball Association. He was like a national hero.
Cool. Really cool. So what do you think, how much money would it be now? The prize money
Oh,
of the In Cup?
Yeah, but the sad thing is that it's still $400,000
Ah? Aha.
after almost 30 years.
I
But
see.
it's still big, right?
Of course.
So at the time it was definitely like the largest, but now it is largest in absolute number. But tournaments like Samsung Cup and LG Cup, they are once every year instead of like once every 4 years. And each year their prize money is $300,000. So in a way they are bigger tournament than the In Cup, but it's still very prestigious, and because it's
Of
only
course.
once a 4 years, it's very attractive tournament for any player to play. So I'm so jealous that Van Hui will get to play in that.
Did you know it's also called Go Olympics?
Oh no, it didn't, but that makes total sense.
I like
By
this
the way-
expression a lot. And speaking about Van Hui, so I was just informed he won with 4.5 points. So it was not something like 15. Mm.
Ah, okay, so that means 4.5 after 7.5, so it was 12. No. Yeah, it was 12 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Because it was 15 points before the Komi.
Right? Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right, right. By the way, while we were talking, this game has been decided as well. Seems like White will win, definitely, because Ilya made a reading mistake.
Oh, you want to show me?
Yes, you can see that there are 2 black stones about to be captured, and that's actually already dead. White can just answer here, and if black wants to... Oh no, wait. So I wonder why white didn't Atari here first.
To see if
That because then
P6
the
works.
are certainly captured, because black cannot do that.
Mm-hmm.
White can come out here. So this would be the end. I think white should have exchanged this Atari, but in the actual game white played here, and now black can choose to connect here, which would be bigger than the 3 stones. But probably it's still big enough for white to win.
Would it be center for the whole black group on the left?
Yes, the whole black group will be a little in trouble. But black can block here and it's big.
Mm.
Let's see what happened in the actual game. Also, black did choose that, and white took the 3 stones, and black cut. Yeah, white should have exchanged that. Would have ended the game. Now it's not quite the end. Plus, white, it seems like white needs to answer to this cut.
Mm. Hmm.
Maybe white can exchange this one first. And then maybe around here.
Ah, you have to come back like this. So I cannot play something like A5 or something.
If Yeah, it seems like there is a risk.
Mm.
White should answer. White
And-
could also consider answer here. But
Similar.
but it's risky. What are you going to say?
I wanted to ask and free, so. Mhm.
If white is ahead, white will probably answer somewhere around here. Maybe without exchange.
If you play K2, later you have to come back at N2 as well. So is there something like L2 being more clever?
But you might need another move after L. That's the problem. It's
Oh, like this. Mm-hmm.
still there is something. So I did answer K2 and black tarried.
There's a
So-
question of somebody so asking
Yeah.
why we didn't play B05 instead of T13. So black 05 instead of T13.
Let me see.
So T13, we want to go to T13.
Oh, the Atari thing. So when white Atari,
Mm-hmm.
so at this point, I would say probably black didn't see this.
Mm.
Supposing black knew, this could be bigger, yes. So this one is only 12 points. Yeah, it's definitely bigger to do that. It's a good point. Ilya probably didn't. Is it Ilya? Yes, Ilya probably didn't know.
Oh, so we have very strong people watching. Ooh.
Well, looking back, you could ask. But yeah, that was a very good point. Very good point. Excellent question. And yeah, black also should cut this way, I guess. And white should have exchanged this Atari first
Mm.
at any point. Actually, now would be perfect timing.
Yes.
Now,
But isn't it the same size? I mean, black could still play something like P7 because he sees something, or yeah, O7, and white can take. So it's but this time we
there
have-
is.
it's 1 point difference, is it?
It could be more than 1 point. since when white cuts here, black has to connect from this side. Right? Because of this one. And then
Yes.
after white takes, there is big difference. White can do this in center. So it's more than 1 point.
Okay.
Anyway, so I did that. I wonder if I could do this one now. That.
Oh.
Could, yes, it
But-
could work.
If you would see that, you could still play N. But this time I see N8, yeah. But this might be larger than playing N8. I see. Okay. Oof.
But we did that. That. So let's see who is winning.
Yes.
So let's count. White has 4, 5, 6, 10, 14, 18, 20, 30. White has, wait, did I count right? 4, 6, 10, 14, 18, 20, 30. Yes, white has 30 points on the lower side. And about 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in the center. And white has 6 more stones captured. So that's 14. So 44. And the corner is about 5, 49, and 56. White has about 56.
White 56.
Yes. And black has 5, 7, 10, 15, 16, about 16. Yeah, about 16 on the upper side. And about 5 on the left side, so 21. And 10, 17, 20, 28, 36. 36 on the right side. So that means about 57.
That's close then. 56 to 57. But Komi?
Komi, yes. So white one. Yeah,
Mhm.
about Komi. So it seems like Mateusz would win, and you will see 3-way tie.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, by the way, I was going to say that this tournament is very nice. It's such a kind tournament. That's because the prize money for the first place and second place and third place doesn't have big gap. It's
Mhm.
very nice. Usually what you see in Korea is that if you had, how much is it? 2,400 euro budget,
Mhm.
you would see something like 1,400 for the first place.
Oh, I see.
And then like something like 500 for the second place and 300 for the third place. Usually you will see very big first place.
And who is taking the rest 200?
Isn't that 2,400?
Maybe I understood it wrong, but
Yeah, anyway. The
Mhm.
point is that this tournament is not Korean style.
Yeah, I see. I think I'm used to have these small gaps, so we honor maybe more than one person more than maybe.
Right.
Somebody-
I think that we're nice.
Somebody is asking, how would you decide how many points white has around M14?
And 14.
M.
M.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, same.
So you have to decide this way. It's going to be very mathematical. So at first you have to see whether white's capturing its center or black's connecting its center. In this case, neither one can do it instantly. I meant center, not center. So that means white and black both have 50% chance of getting it. In this case, you just divide by half. If white plays on M14, then white will have 7 points. Right?
Capture 2 and 3. Yeah, make 7.
Yes. And if black connects, then white has a potential 1 point. But I would say this is almost 0.
So the 1 point is because if white play it's 2 and if black play it's 0.
Right.
So the middle is 1.
Right. Usually it will be 1, but in this case I would say this is almost 0 because this is a bigger point than this one. So we can imagine something like this, and we can safely say that if black connects, there is no point. So in this case, just by itself, it would be 3.5 points for white.
Thank you.
So, they played. Let's see what happened in the actual game. That. Wait, why did white cut here? Oh, because white has more threats. I see.
But now some points arrived, no? For black, around J16, which I didn't expect.
J16. No, I did expect.
Okay.
I did count. It seems like white doesn't know that white is winning.
Because otherwise he wouldn't play the cope.
Or maybe white does know and still playing cope.
Just for fun, you mean?
To do his best.
Cool. By the way, I was just informed that the prize money is actually a little more than altogether 2,400, and this is because we are even a little nicer than just for the first 3 places, which have a small gap. We also give prize money for the 4th and 5th, which is 500 and 300. So actually it's 800 more as we thought.
That is very nice. So it's basically like you're paying the pros for playing. Like as a place.
Seems so.
Like in Korea, usually you pay by game. So for the prize money, you would have only the first place, and sometimes first place and second place, and there's no prize money. But like each player would get paid for playing.
So that means this system is only possible if you have a KO system, because if you have not a KO system, everybody would play the same amount of games. So here I think everybody played everybody. So in this tournament, probably that wouldn't have a value.
Right, but still, that's right. It would be more fitting in the single elimination format. It could work for the round robin as well.
I see.
Like if the point is to have pros play the games.
That nobody is running away because he lost or something. Okay, I see. Actually, so first of all, thank you very much again from our viewer for the nice explanation of the end game. So he's very amazed and happy. And but we have now another question, okay? So it is about D15, B15. So the question is if there's maybe a call.
If there is a stone on B15, there is call. So right now there is no call. But if there was a black stone over here, and it's black's turn, then black can make ko.
And a throw-in wouldn't help to make a ko without b15, right?
Right. Without b15, there is no ko.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. White can all connect.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. And a good morning from Nova Scotia. Do you know where this is? And I hope I pronounced it correctly.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That's
Yeah, it means America, probably.
yeah, that's probably America.
From Nova Scotia. I hope I pronounce it correctly. I don't know it. Maybe
Is that in
embarrassing.
the East Coast? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe he want to answer. We will see.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So if it's morning now, maybe it's
Happy
West
Valentine's
Coast.
Day.
Oh, happy Valentine's Day to you too. Oh.
I just realized.
Wow. Right. So for this person, it's just starting this nice day. So how have you been with the Valentine's Day?
I had nice sleep in the morning.
Which is good, first of all.
Yes. And then I had some work. Oh, and then I made a new video for my channel.
Aha.
And then I had a very nice coffee at Starbucks outside.
So no Valentine's present?
I did receive a card, Valentine's
Oh,
card.
nice. Okay.
Yes, it was very sweet.
I'm so curious. I would like to know where it is from.
Yes, it was from my boyfriend, but sadly my boyfriend is not in Korea at the moment.
Oh, okay, I see. But anyway, he thought about you, so it's very nice. And the one sending you best Valentine's greetings from Nova Scotia says it's in the east coast of Canada.
Oh, I see.
Thanks for answering.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. So, but I'd like to ask maybe about O1. So,
Yeah.
O1, the only meaning of O1 is to prevent something like if black played Q1, then he captured P1 in center.
Yes, not necessarily in center, but black can get this one stone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. And isn't there something much bigger? Something.
Something bigger than this.
Yes.
So this one.
So
is,
capturing P1 is something like 2 points.
Yes, it's a little stronger than 2 points.
Okay.
So if there are two options, one is this O1 and the other one is solid 2 points, then you should choose O1. But if there is a 3 point endgame, then you should choose that instead of this.
So what about B19? So there's a ko which is maybe less than 2 points. I see. Mhm.
I think this could have been better place, connecting on M7 in M16.
It makes 1 point and has the option for 2 more points.
Right, it has an option for P19, which is quite good.
Also P19. Ooh.
So if black answers right away, then the exchange is good for white.
And why white avoids to play M5? So this is something to rescue N5 in center, no?
Here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is not necessary because this is center. Black has to answer.
But what happens if black play N6?
And disaster will happen.
Yes.
Because this is a tiny.
That's why they don't play there. I see.
Yes.
Okay.
So, when you're white and you're losing, you don't ever want to play this one, hoping your opponent might do this.
This is tricky, I see.
It's a trap.
So Go is about psychology, right?
Yes, definitely. So that's why AlphaGo game is more interesting. There's no psychology in there.
Or maybe you don't know about it. I see. So I always argue with my husband about psychology in Go. He doesn't believe in that.
Oh, he should. I mean, there's more reading, of course, than psychology, but there is certain element of it.
All right. So where are we in the game?
Yes, let's go to the actual game.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, actually, why didn't connect? I guess that was just the moves that played winning this game. And they did have fight some time,
Yeah, for sure they will not. But I would suggest to just do it with
and White has
because to play one full market.
White is about 3 quadrants. Black has. It seems like Black
Can
has
you
more
show?
quadrants. Right, so White has 1.
Here. Which he doesn't want to play because he hopes.
But White is winning, so.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wait. Is C6 really corporate? Yeah. So
Yes, it is.
because
yes.
he cuts in center and then Black has not the chance to connect at L9.
Right, yes. And then White has this quadrat, but Black has this one too. So at this point, I don't see any quadrats for White. Eventually, White will need to connect. Black can block. White will connect. Black will connect. White can connect here. And Black does that. And the game is over.
And?
Like this. Yes.
And?
And let me count. 6, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 18, 19, 25, 29, 39, 41, and 6. So 47 for White.
Mm-hmm.
6, 10, 14, 18, 23, 27, 31, 32, 45, 47, 54. Black.
Ooh, so Black really caught up. And then it's a half-point game as you predicted.
Yes. How did it become so close? I must have counted wrong before. But it seems like White did win, right? With 7.5 Komi. Oh, is it 7.5 or 6.5?
6.5 Komi or 7.5?
No, it's Chinese rules.
It's Chinese rules.
It's 7.5 Komi.
Mm-hmm.
Was it?
And you calculated a difference of 7. So White would still win with half a point in this case.
Wow, but it's so close. Oh, that's why White was doing the co-fight all the way. It seemed like White was ahead. Oh, I think I know why. Because I was thinking A5 was White's right. When I counted right after White took the 3 stones. Right. White should exchange this one.
Mhm.
White could have done it any time. And then I was counting only about 5 points for black on the left side. But when so maybe this was the chance white should come here instead of blocking. Because white can still live.
We have a chamber here. You can talk.
So when black blocked here, there was also the Hane.
Look,
endgame.
Hello,
look.
Hajin.
Hey!
How are you?
Hi!
Maybe you need this.
Okay.
One.
One, okay. Hello.
Hello.
Ah, you speak Chinese now? Ni hao.
Hello, just that. I know just that.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very lucky
I
again.
heard you're going to play at the Ink Cup because of this.
Yes.
So jealous.
Yes, for hours of probation, though, it's a legend. Income is something very, very special. When I'm young,
I know. Every player would love to play there.
all the professional, I think, want to play the
Yes.
Cup.
Yes.
So I'm very happy. Very happy.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Do you still play? Do you study Go?
Sorry?
Do you still study Go?
You know, before I lose with computer, I think I progress. Really. I play better. You know why?
Yes.
Because when I play with computer,
Yes.
all my theory, Go theory, changed. Because maybe Joseki, Fuzeki is never worked for me. So I see something very different now for the Go. Finally, I think maybe I progress finally. Eh, Normally I'm not real good to play the quick game. But this time all my game is okay.
Yes.
Yes, I don't know why, but maybe with AlphaGo something changed with me. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh.
So
I'm happy now.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's strange. Very strange.
That's very nice.
So for this game, Lizzie, no Lizzie, Ilya will be lose the game, right?
Which game?
This game, the current
is
game.
you come over now.
This game I was telling everyone that white was winning, but turned out it's about half point.
Really? Okay.
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't see the game. You know, if Mateusz wins the game, it's a very, very complicated situation. You know
Yes,
this?
I heard so. The three-way tie.
Yes, very, very complicated.
And then we'll be laughing at everyone, knowing that you'll be the first place
No.
anyway.
No. Okay. I see the game the beginning this game. I think maybe Ilya do some mistake for kill the Mateusz group. No, for beginning this game.
In the beginning.
Yes, in the beginning.
Yes, I think there were some mistakes.
Yes, some fight a little strange.
Right. We will have to do some deeper analysis to know.
Sorry.
In order to find out which was mistake and which was not, we will have to do some more analysis.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, you're coming to China, right? To
Yes.
play at
Yes.
the Chinese
Next, no, in 2 weeks. Yes, China. I play.
Right.
Also
You're very
tournament?
busy.
It's okay. It's not. I'm not very tired. It's not problem. Busy. Tired.
That's nice.
Takes flight. Every
Wow.
weeks.
It's so amazing that you're still keeping up with these younger players.
You know, when I lose with the computer, I think maybe I will lose all my confidence. So maybe this tournament will be terrible for me. Will be. Finally, it's okay. I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. You know, first game I don't play. It's why I think everything changed. We had just 5 players. The first round, I am number 1 in the number, so I don't need to play the first round. So I just need to see another guy play. So
Yes.
finally it's good because I think this move is bad. Another one is bad. I have more confidence to play. So
Black made another 2 points now, right?
What?
Yes.
Finish?
That's not exactly 2
Ah,
points.
okay. Sorry.
It's more like 1.5 points. But yeah.
But 1.5
That
means
is big.
now Ilya is ahead. Maybe.
No, that doesn't mean the game is changed. Let me see.
Why did you make this move?
It's very
Let's
close.
quickly see
Oh,
if
big
it
one.
becomes like this. Then let me count.
This is Chinese rule, so
Yes, Chinese rule. It's so tricky. Wait, why didn't I exchange this one? If everything becomes so simple.
okay. Now it's the finish. We can count.
Yes, right.
Maybe KJS count. I can.
I
Don't
don't
use
know how to do
KTS
that.
count.
Can we do that?
you know,
Okay, wait, I do that.
Yes.
my gameplay is.
Manja, you didn't tell me there was such a thing.
You know, the game I play with Dinerchtein, when
I
we
didn't
count,
know.
I think I win many. I think I have 20 points for the game. But when we count finish, I just win 5.5. So I think I'm terrible to count. Real terrible to count.
Yeah.
So it's why KGS is good for me.
Actually, KGS counting is very different.
Oh no, there's a problem.
So
KGS think
I
white win.
I try to find. So it is saying white would win with 11.5 points, although it would be probably it's 1 point. No,
So
it's
this
correct.
is
it's
right,
correct.
right.
Yes, it's correct.
So white win. What?
White win by 11.5.
11.5.
No. It's
This
wrong.
Is,
It doesn't
it's
know.
wrong.
How
I
to,
think it's wrong. It's
it
impossible.
doesn't know how to
But
count
we have
Chinese.
more professionals in this room, and everybody is saying something now.
I don't know.
So
I'll count.
yeah, please count. I think human counting might be still.
I count the stone.
important.
Maybe it's a.
Black.
So it would be half a point for white then, according to your counting.
But I just did a simple.
There's only one way black can win this game.
Simple.
We will have
I
to
did simple
win this
scenario.
A19
So
core. while
now it's
also
white
playing
play,
dumb.
black play. If white play, white win a half point, I think. Oh no,
Why
no sure.
didn't push here?
No sure. It's very close.
This one, 19.
Very close.
Right. Shouldn't white push here 19 instead of M1?
Where?
19. Like at this point. I thought white would push this one, not white here. I think black will block. I don't know.
Block is very big one. Huh? What takes stone? Just the 2
Wow.
points. Yes, I think 19 is more bigger.
Let's see.
Very close game.
Yes, very close game.
Oh, big. Sunday.
And I don't know how to count on Chinese rule.
Actually, there's a question according that. So somebody asking, so if white has now 5 alive
Okay.
groups, so more points
I
by
think-
Chinese rules this way?
I think Mateusz is right. I think Adare is not big because white takes the stone is Sunday. But if now black can be connection. Oh, connected is big. I'm 17 is very big. I think for white, maybe take the stone, take the coal first, maybe better. This connection is very big. One
Black's
and
turn, so black will connect now.
yes, yes. It's a 1.2. Wait, okay, I don't know how to. Oh, a big one.
Yes.
I think black will win. Okay, for black win, no problem for everyone.
I think black need to play dame and win ko in the end to win this game.
So you think black win?
So we have now
No.
3 professionals, one saying black win, one saying white win, and one saying probably
Is it?
we
is
don't
it
know.
Ali?
It's
Oh,
no.
yeah.
White will win.
Ali is also here. You want to join?
I see.
Come here, Ali.
People
take
are
my
really
place,
happy
take my
about
place.
who joined.
Come
So-
here,
You
Ali.
don't need me.
Oh, you are handsome. Come here.
Yes, I know, but it's not.
It's
about
no,
that.
it's handsome, but I don't want come here. It's not real. Come here. Okay, he's come.
So see you, Hajin.
No?
Why everyone stood up?
Okay.
Stay, all three, near the body.
Okay. So much people here. Okay, you can take it here.
They can hear me. I don't need to hear. I will just give my prediction. So my prediction is black can only win if he will play dame and ko at the same time,
Maybe.
like
possible.
like the final of the Emily League.
Yes.
But I think he doesn't have.
But
Correct.
no, black have no enough.
Portraits.
Correct.
So white will win.
I have 2, 3. Just a 3.
Yeah, I don't think black can win the call, so get it.
I know it's impossible.
So how does it feel as a professional in such a game? Do you really know it's half a point game? You always know, or it's
I know. I don't know for Hajin. For me, half one is lucky, just a chance.
So you don't
No,
know?
no, no. If I just win half one, for me it's lucky.
so you feel it's close, but you don't know it's half a point.
Wait, for me, even I have 10 points for the game, I'm not sure I can win. So half one is totally lucky. Totally.
But you,
Depends. Like this game, if I'm following and the game is not too fast, this game I knew white is going to.
Oh, close finish. Now it's just dummy. So
your Chinese name is Haidang.
Is it?
I don't know. Somebody saying hi to you with Haidang. Huh?
okay, white take
no.
a last dummy. So maybe black lose.
Have
White take last dummy. If white take last dummy, in the board will be 9 point for black or 7 point for black. I don't think so. 9 so much.
So shall we try the interesting KTS
You-
counting for
you-
1 second? So
What would you think possible?
now within the last moves, white lost something like 7 points.
It's very easy. You
Was it?
just push all the dummy now to see who will play the last dummy. It's very important for Chinese
Right,
rule.
yes.
You don't need actually. You should know
Yes,
just
we
if
know
black,
it's white play last one.
the best way I found is if black is ahead by 7 points, then unless some weird ko,
Yes.
white will get the last dame and black will lose by half.
Yes, this is the only chance for black take this call and win. But
It's not enough to just play a ko if you are behind by 7 points. You need to play ko
yes,
and
it's
resist
not
the-
enough. Yes, you need to take the dummy and don't connect to the call. Play all the dummy. It's Chinese rule. But
Yeah, it seems like white won by half point.
look like. No, we agree about this.
Finally.
It will be very funny if black wins.
Yeah. But it's possible. We don't know. For me, it's finished. For me, it's to count. Count is so complicated.
Good to hear. I thought it's just my point of view, but also professional think like this.
No. Okay, I don't think so. It's for Ali has count very good. For Hajin very good. But me, very bad. So it's different. No,
My
it's
count
different.
is very bad too.
Thank you very much.
I think my count was slightly better like 5 years ago. but now it's terrible.
That means counting has something to do with age.
Of course.
And
But
also, I think your count is better if you play more actively.
right.
So Black is now thinking about starting to co.
Actually, I think
We don't have the code. Code is finished. We don't have code.
I see.
We don't have code, so
I think
it's
maybe
finished.
black only has
Yes.
6 points, not more.
So
But there is no
it's,
code, right?
it's impossible. If 7 or 8, impossible to 6.
What?
No. In this case, if white take a last damage, so for the
Yeah,
board
but-
it's 7
but
or
I
9.
think black will take
Never
the last
6
damage.
or 8. Sorry,
Black will take the last dummy and he will still lose. That's what I think.
but it's impossible. It's
But
white.
now it's fast, we
white
will
push
see.
last damage. So now white play here at 4 with 4. So it's white play last damage.
White plays the last.
Last damage. So it's a 7
Yes.
or 9.
There is one more here.
Yes, white have one more here.
Yes.
So I think it's 7. 9 is so much. But I don't know.
So white won by half.
So
I
time to
don't
go
count.
see
I don't know.
Whoa,
what the time, right?
wow, what a game!
Yes, what a game.
Amazing. But that's what we want. So
Mateusz will be happy because everything changed. He had a new chance to play in cup now.
Also, two
There are two
players
places.
that played.
Yes, 2
Ah,
player for in
I
cup.
I
And
thought
you know,
only
the
first
big
one.
problem is, for this tournament, first and second can be played in cup, and the third play Chunlan Cup.
Oh,
But
I
now
see.
I will play in cup, and the 3, Ali,
Ilya,
Ilya and Mateusz have same. So 2
Yes.
in 3 will become played in international tournament.
ooh,
You know,
Wow.
now it's a big game. It's
You can
complicated.
definitely go for income.
Of course, I will try all the income. So big.
Chulan Cup is nice, but it's only once every 2 years, not 4 years.
Yes, but for Ali, if Mateusz lose, Ali
Yes.
can be sure play Chunlan Cup.
Oh.
But if Mateusz win, Ali have chance again new play in cup. But also it's possible he play nothing.
Right, right.
It's complicated.
Yes.
It's why
Wow.
Ali at all times here.
Yeah,
Where
ask Ali to come over here. Quick.
it's not
actually,
here now.
he went to toilet.
Yeah, no. He go to the room to see who wins the game. I'm sure.
I wanted to ask him which way he prefers. Whether he wants to have the chance to play income or he wants to have a secure ticket to
It's
Chulan.
also my question.
What about you
Yes.
both? How would you?
Me?
Which would you prefer?
For me, I'm so old. I take Chunlan Cups. Okay for me. But now I take in cup.
I can take the chance to income.
Now, of course, I take in cup now. But if I have a situation with look like Ali, I think it's okay. It's just a true line is okay. Now it's 3 people, so maybe he will be play again the game. So tired.
But
For
the
my
chance
age,
is
the
two-third.
finish. Sorry.
But the chance is 2/3 if you continue
No.
playing.
For my age, no. Finish. No, not for me. He's so young for him. No.
You're so funny.
Thank you.
Funny.
In this game, my name is not F-A-N. My name is F-U-N in the list. So, fun. You understand? I'm very happy to see. My name is Fun. Very fun.
That's very fun. Do we have the result?
This result is coming in Russian right now.
White win half one? White win half one. So,
Yes.
it's story beginning now. It's not finished. It's just the beginning.
Ooh, amazing. I would
So
like to see
fun.
how the people
Yes.
think now.
Are you going to be commenting on the later games?
I just want to see how what's happened now. I'm finally finished now tournament,
see.
so I want to see.
We will tell you at some point, so it's not decided yet. There are a lot of discussions right now, so let's see.
Yes. Anyway, I guess we should stop our broadcast here. Then-
Right. So, Hajin, we all wish
Yes.
you a wonderful ending of your Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
and let's see how it will be finished here.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
It
thank
was
you
fun
very
to
much.
Thank
discuss
you.
these games with you.
So thank you, Van Hui, and also thank you, Hajin.
Thank you, Hajin.
Yes,
Thank you,
to
everyone.
you too.
And thanks all the people watching us. See you.
See you.
Bye bye.
Bye.